Vois sur ton chemin, gamins oubliés, égarés, tends-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Tends-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Sans cœur de vie, loin de l'espoir, loin de la vie, sentier de gloire, la vie de la vie, sentier de gloire, sentier de bonheur enfantin. Trop vite oublié, effacé, une lumière dorée brille son pain tout au bout du chemin. Une lumière dorée brille son la vie de la vie, sentier de gloire, sentier de gloire sur ton chemin. Gamins oubliés, égarés, tends-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Vois sur ton chemin, gamins oubliés, égarés, tends-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Tends-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Sans cœur de vie, loin de l'espoir, loin de la vie, sans cœur de vie,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Moonbase. I'm your host, Harrison Smith, coming to you live this Moonbase in the morning. All right, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Glad to see you all here. So bright and early in the morning, or extremely late, as it is for me. It's happened. It is 5:51 in the morning, Central Standard Time here in America, and we're monitoring the situation, folks. We're monitoring the situation that has arisen and broken in Iran. With me, as always, of course, Lebanon John. How you doing, John?
Hey, what's up? Good morning, everyone. You have a double audio input somehow.
It's good to know. It's good to hear. Did it happen when I took this up?
Yes.
If I muted this, all right, cool.
Perfect. So check this out, guys. We're like super professional, like news thing here. This is the dopest.
How's
way-
the echo back? How's the echo now? Chat.
No.
It's good for you, but is it good for chat?
What's good for the chat? It's good for the host.
Sound mix we off. Well, it's bright and early in the morning, so I was having trouble falling asleep. Got up around 3 or something, whenever it was, and saw a little statement from our president, Donald Trump, who at this point has, in my opinion, fully and completely betrayed his promises of his presidency. Should we watch his presentation, John?
Maybe you can like skip to like the second half or something. It's a little
Time
long.
ago, the United States military overseas proxies have continued to launch countless attacks against American forces.
So this stuff is crazy, man. The way that they are like trying to sell this, and here's the deal. Hi, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Moonbase Live. I'm Harrison Smith. I do a show on InfoWars called The War Room, 3 to 6 p.m. Every weekday. With me is Lebanon John, my old friend and a base gentleman who knows a lot about the Middle East. So I wanted to go live here because I'm monitoring the situation, and I was looking around for a long time for a live feed that would do for me what I want now to do for you, is to just provide you with up to date what the hell's going on, so you can sit back and just observe or listen to the updates. I was going to spaces, people were gibbering on about their opinions. It was all bullshit. Who cares? I turn on YouTube. The only thing that YouTube will show me live is mainstream media. And the first thing I click on, it's like, well, let's go back over the couple of months of Iranian aggression here. And I'm just like, nope, not doing that. We're not listening to whatever bullshit they're talking about. Now, you can't hear this, right?
Mm-mm.
All right, I'll turn it up if I need. I guess I can turn it up a little bit, or I don't want the echo to come back, but I guess you might be able to understand some of this.
Yeah, echo is not a big deal. It just sounds like you're in an auditorium. It's not like a big problem.
At least 4 massive explosions in Qatar. So,
is that?
Yeah, long story short, massive attack, joint operation by Israel and America on Iran, and counterattacks have begun and are coming in fast. And Trump basically said, some of you are willing to die. Some of you are going to die, and that's a risk we're willing to take. Looks like Abu Dhabi was hit about 2 hours ago. So UAE has been hit. Qatar has been hit. An American base in Bahrain has been hit. UAE intercepted a new wave of Iranian missiles, according to The Spectator. I wonder if I can blow this up so y'all can read it better. It's just less feeds, but that might be okay.
You want to go to Telegram?
Yeah, we also have Telegram available here. This I can definitely blow up a lot. But I mean, it looks like, I'm thinking this is the place to be. Iran launches ballistic missiles towards Israel. Confirmed Iranian missiles have attacked El Udeid Air Base in Qatar, El Salem Base in Kuwait, El Dhafra Air Base in the UAE, the U.S. 5th Fleet Base in Bahrain. U.S. military strikes on Iran are underway as of 4 hours ago. So
the initial strike, it looked like they were trying to assassinate Ayatollah Khomeini, which honestly is not even a good idea, because that would kind of change this thing from like geopolitics to a religious thing. And then that's when you would potentially trigger like actual, like potentially terrorists, like all over the place, who are religious, because you're attacking their pope, basically. Imagine someone kills the pope. Like,
yeah, this is several impacts on CENTCOM HQ in Qatar.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. So CENTCOM, that's an abbreviation for Central Command.
And hey, fair warning, you're seeing this just like I am. So I'm just going to present to you everything that comes up, and we're probably going to get a lot of bullshit in here.
Yeah, we don't endorse, or we're just scrolling. None of this.
Trying to cover everything. Now, yeah. I've heard reports that the USS Lincoln was targeted, but I haven't had that confirmed. This looks like a bus station in Tel Aviv, so Tel Aviv was definitely hit.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. Boom, boom, Tel Aviv, y'all.
So, yeah, the first initial attack that Israel and the United States did, it looks like they were intentionally targeting the intelligence kind of apparatus, and then people in Iran are reporting that like the internet kind of is not working, and basically cell phones are barely working, and obviously there's going to be a bunch of people who are loyal to the collapse of the Iranian government in Iran itself, and that's where the Iranian government has does have widespread support, but it's a giant country, so there's a huge number of people.
Ahmet Segal reports the assessment in Israel that there's a good chance that Ali Shamkhani, advisor to Khomeini and the official responsible for the nuclear program, has been killed in strikes. So this is on the live map here.
That's a crazy last name, Shamkhani, which means like warrior of Shem, which is what they call the land west of Persia.
Oh, not Shem, like Shemite.
No, yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, land of Shem.
Okay.
That's what they call like Syria, Lebanon, Palestine.
Ear Bowl, that is Iraq, right?
Yes. So the Iranian-backed militias in Iraq are now going to activate. They have a lot of stuff. They have a lot of military assets, and there's a lot of U.S. bases, obviously, in Iraq. And then they're also going to attack. Yeah, just if you want to just scroll through "Stay Free," that would give you like a very coherent like list of like literally everything.
Shit, I don't think I
these
opened that
guys are
one.
good too. Oh man, look at that beautiful.
All right, where should we start? Should we go up a little bit?
Yeah, I'll probably start at the top.
All right, this was 5:30. This was 20 minutes ago.
So this is a terrorist telegram, which we disavow.
Yeah, we disavow all of this. All right, these are our footsteps in the region. We had warned this would expand region globally. The head of the Iranian Parliament, National Security and Foreign Policy, Ebrahim Azizi. These are our footsteps in the region. We had warned this this war would expand regionally, so it's pointing out naval support activity in Bahrain, 600 in Oman. These are American soldiers. El Udeid Air Base, which apparently has been attacked. Which is that CENTCOM? Do you know?
CENTCOM is the like headquarters of that base, or
Of that
headquarters
base,
in
yeah.
that base. So that's like
That's
their
right.
command and control
Of
headquarters
the whole region.
for the whole region. Yeah. So like hitting that is a big deal. Like, you know, it's
If it has been hit, we're not even sure.
right. It can be easily hit though. Regardless, it's just sitting there. It's not like they can actually.
Abraham fatigue. That's funny. Trump totally betrayed everything he stood for. I agree. You know, I agree with that assessment, and it sucks. This sucks. I hate this. So, explosion in Zanjan. Popular mobile forces confirm reports of airstrikes targeting Kataib Hezbollah without naming the perpetrator.
Right. So now probably Israel and the United States are now airstriking the militias in Iraq that are essentially modeled after what Iran did in
Holy
Lebanon.
shit.
He's not. Yeah. So that's really good. So doing that is like, that means you're declaring total war. So this picture we have on the screen here is the home of Ayatollah Khomeini. So Ayatollah Khomeini is the supreme leader of Iran, but he's basically the Pope for Shiite Muslims. So the Shiite Muslims have said, like, you know, you can attack the state of Iran and it will like stay as like a geopolitical war. But if you kill Ayatollah Khomeini, like that's different. Like that's like killing the Pope, or I don't even know how to explain it. Like, other than that, you know, it's like now you're pissing off like random guys all over the world, not even guys in Iran at this point. So
all right, so here's the question. When is the Strait of Hormuz getting shut down? And when is like what we saw over the summer happening? Like, when is the boom boom Tel Aviv start? 'Cause this has been going on for like 4 hours now. I mean, Tel Aviv's been hit a little bit, I know, but I have not seen any of the level of like missile storms that we saw over the weekend.
yes. So the
I don't know if sorry, St. Peter Dragon says another great distraction from the files. I'm not sure if distraction is the right word.
Yeah, it's hard to say. So that's in Doha, which is the capital of Tucker's homeland, Qatar. Hopefully Tucker's family's okay. I like this guy sitting there with his hands behind his back.
Dude, this says at a U.S. military site in Doha, but I don't think American military sites are swarming with Qataris, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, American bases are. There's a lot of land in between the fence and the buildings. It's not just like in the middle of cities.
Yeah,
so I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. Okay, statement by Hamas. They condemn. They have solidarity. They're mentioning Greater Israel, and that everyone should stand together. Yeah, good luck with that. And then here we got a direct attack on a base housing NATO forces in Kuwait that resulted in the deaths and injuries of 20 Italian soldiers. and then the runway has been damaged.
Sorry, that audio was kept turning on and off. St. Peter Dragon, I was being ironical. Where's that Guthrie woman?
Oh yeah, that's
guys,
what matters.
Guys, we are monitoring the situation. We are looking for Samantha Guthrie's mother. We are all eyes on the manhunt for the kidnappers of the old lady in Arizona.
Yeah, this war was created to distract us from finding this missing old lady. Silver alert.
Hey, Candace Owens releases her Erica Kirk expose, and suddenly we're going to war with Iran. I mean, I'm just saying.
Damn, bro. Holy shit, dude. Is this the distraction from the Erica Kirk files?
Of course it is, dude. Just like Epstein was. They tried to distract Epstein and it wasn't big enough. It didn't work.
Man, I'm gonna tell you right now, I think Erica Kirk could save us.
Charlie could have.
Oh yeah. No.
Charlie Kirk could have this.
He probably tried to, man. He's a martyr on the path of trying to save this country, in all honesty.
From this exact thing.
From this exact thing. No, yeah. No joke, actually. Like, if you actually care about Charlie Kirk at all, which, I mean, a lot of people claim to care about Charlie Kirk, but if they're not, standing up against this, then they're really phonies. Like, for real. But yeah, let's keep reading this, man. That was a good list. All
right, let's go.
All right. So, source from Al Nujaba movement said the American oil interests in Iraq, specifically Chevron, that just signed a contract for the West Kurna field, and the ships transporting Iraqi oil to America will be our target. Now, this is going to probably affect, Chevron stock as well as the oil price. So now they're saying they're going to directly attack American oil interests in Iraq. So what this represents now, guys, listen, this is important. What I'm about to say here is important. American oil interests in Iraq. Today is the day. Potentially, I'm pretty sure they're done. They're done. That's it. This is the beginning of the end. There's not going to be any more. They're not going to be able to continue that. So the American occupation of Iraq now is going to be everything America gained, all the wealth that they were transferring out of Iraq. They're sacrificing that to go for the big enchilada. Iran.
Pretty much. First footage of the strikes on Iran has emerged. Israeli military officials say they've hit hundreds of military targets, including missile launchers in the western part of the country. Israeli authorities state that the military campaign will continue to last at least several more days. So this is the... I wish I could see it bigger. How do I do this? Can y'all see that?
Yeah. So, there's like missile. Was that a chimney? There's a lot of missiles in Iran, so I don't think they have enough bombs to. At this point, it's like a numbers game, and I don't think that they can stop the missiles. Yeah, but anyway. Whoa.
Yeah, it's super sensitive.
All right, let's see what we got here.
6 minutes ago, footage emerges from a girls' primary school hit by Israel strikes in Iran's southern city of Minab. Death toll so far has risen to 40. That's brutal.
What? Just hitting a girls' elementary school in the middle of this war? What the fuck? That's crazy, man.
You want to start it out on the right foot. First things first.
First, we have struck sensitive military targets.
Yeah, guys, share the stream if you can. I've stayed up all night. There's still very little to go on, really. I like how people are just literally referring to this as just like the Epstein war. The Epstein regime has murdered 24 girls in an elementary school. Totally brutal.
Yeah, I mean, everyone in Iran who was like, yay, please bomb us. Like, I hope you guys see how dumb you are. Pretty dumb.
Was anybody actually like that? I mean, a part of the absurdity of this thing is fucking Reza Pahlavi being like, I tuned into some Fox stream and they were like, Reza Pahlavi is not taking interviews. His he like puts out a statement. Maybe we'll find that fucking statement. So this is the scenes in Qatar after Iran strikes. So again,
okay, so it's like some shrapnel or something hit a car, maybe like an interceptor or something. They're not going to be able to get inside the base.
I mean, they will eventually, right? Hypersonic missiles.
I mean, the filming can't get inside the base. The missiles can very easily get inside the base.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no defense. Like that's like Donald Trump made this decision fully aware that like all the American soldiers in the Middle East can die. Like that's, I mean, I'm sure they took some precautions, but it's not like it's well known. Everybody knew. There's not actually any technology to intercept these hypersonic missiles.
Yeah, he basically said that. I mean, his whole speech is 8 minutes long. If somebody can link a clip of it, I'll play it. But and guys, we're live on YouTube and Rumble and X, and I'm seeing all the chats at once. And I think Rumble's the only way to super chat right now. But comment whatever you got.
Here, there's some pretty good footage on any of those will work. Just try to get some. Watch this.
Iranian missiles struck the Mufak al-Sulti base in Jordan, targeting U.S. forces there as part of broader attacks on American bases across West Asia.
Jordan has really good missile interception technology, some of the best. But again, they can't actually. And I guess that's the smoke right there. So anyway, yeah, let's keep going. That's ridiculous.
The Kingdom of Saudi Arabia condemns in the strongest terms the brutal Iranian aggression and blatant violation of the sovereignty of the United Arab Emirates, the Kingdom of Bahrain, the State of Qatar, the State of Kuwait, and the Hashemite Kingdom of Jordan, affirming its full solidarity and support for these sister nations and pledging to provide its resources and systems. So, okay, it is basically declared war against Iran. A U.S. official tells the Wall Street Journal that the country has never experienced such wide-ranging series of simultaneous attacks on its overseas bases before. Oh, shit, sorry.
What? Oh, you're good. President of Peace.
No, the echo. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's real epic, actually. Kind of wakes me up. So, yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Sunday. Do we like the echo? I'll do it in a more echoey voice next time.
Oh, that's crazy, man. This girl elementary school getting blown up is like the number one thing everyone's talking about right now. But yeah, there's some really good videos like further up. What's this? Okay, Kuwait air battery intercepting drones. Using that to hit a drone is just. Oh my God. These guys have seen no combat, by the way. These are guys with zero combat experience. They're cheering for.
That's just the American version of Allahu Akbar.
It is. They're really hyped up about getting a drone, but nah, man, they got a lot of drones. They do not have.
I'm honestly surprised. Like, I feel like as a missile interceptor, you're going to want to intercept whatever it is you're intercepting farther away than that was. I mean, that was like.
That almost was fake.
It's like 100 yards away from the freaking.
Yeah, it's probably some kid's drone.
That seems a little too close for comfort for me personally. This is Abu Dhabi.
That's crazy. This is one of the main tourist destinations in the world. All rich people go there.
It's where the chocolate comes from.
Right. No, it's not. But anyway, this is the pistachio chocolate capital of the world. Those buildings are full of pistachio packers. This is a classic meme right here.
Time you do a missile and fired it, telling me if I'm ready.
Yeah, that's an old one.
Oh, God.
Oh, classic.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
The United States says that they do not know the location. I'll say it. Imam, whatever his name is, Khomeini. Yeah,
Iran's top leadership, including Supreme Leader and President, are safe as of an hour ago.
It's
a map of pedophiles and sirens. I'm sorry.
No, that map would have more dots.
That's right. The Israeli National Security Council, in an exception message to Israelis living abroad, takes strict precautionary measures in every destination around the world.
Yeah, people are going to hate
Lord.
them more than ever now. I mean, they've put them in serious danger, no doubt. This is, yeah.
Tobin, U.S. repeatedly using peace negotiations as cover to attack countries is really hurting their already severely damaged reputations. When they lose hegemony, they will have few friends. Tell me about it.
That's a great point, man. And
It's
this
what I
war,
keep saying.
Yeah, that's likely to be the end result of this, right? Where is this leading? Where is this going to go? It's going to go to some sort of BRICS alliance, kind of slapping down the American arrogance. And it's very predictable. And in fact, that's likely the design of our Zionist overlords, that they're intentionally making America, embarrass and undermine its own power.
Almost certainly. Footage from earlier confirms an Iranian missile impact in Kuwait.
It's a big one. It's a lot of smoke. She said that he said, put the hijab on, women are inferior, Islam rules. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say anything important.
Telegram is lagging. Some posts are being deleted. Sirens all over central and southern Israel. Launches from Iran around 5:04. Son-in-law just texted me. He got promoted to E5 and Fort Stewart is in lockdown right now.
He got promoted? What's that mean? Oh.
I'm not sure. He's just saying he's E5.
Yeah, they're locked down. The only thing they can do is tell the American soldiers essentially lock down, hide, take some kind of shelter, spread out. Like that's all they can do because they can't stop the missiles. So that's it. The problem with this is that they're putting American soldiers at risk, kind of like sitting ducks. And I know they're taking precautionary measures, but if I was in charge, I would not initiate this war until we develop technology that could intercept hypersonic missiles or do some kind of way to disrupt their hypersonic missiles. I mean, it's just, like Donald Trump said, he's like, some of you may die, and that's a risk I'm willing to take. That's the meme from Lord Farquaad. Is Donald Trump Lord Farquaad? Have we just now realized this?
I mean, it's literally the quote from it, yes.
Have you seen the clips of, they put Donald Trump's speech with the Seinfeld bass intro riff?
I don't know.
It's really funny, and immediately it makes him sound like a ridiculous comedian. It's very goofy. So yeah, but Iraq is done. American forces in Iraq are. I mean, we'll see how crazy this goes. I mean, most likely the United States and Israel is going to keep this up because Donald Trump, in his speech, when he laid out his objectives just now, he said, we're going to try to completely obliterate all their missile capabilities. Now, he says a lot of things, kind of like how he obliterated their nuclear program, but obviously he didn't. But that's a tall order to say that we're going to obliterate their missile program entirely, right? That's a tall order. So that implies he said major military operations. He kind of stressed.
Yes, he did. We should probably just listen to that.
Sure. Let's listen to it. Let's listen to our commander-in-chief.
It's a short time ago, the United States military began major combat operations in Iran. Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime.
Okay. So far, so good. Imminent threats, John. Imminent threats from the regime.
Against the American people.
Against the American people. I mean, what more could you want?
A vicious group of very hard, terrible people.
Oh, they're terrible people.
Its menacing activities
Hard
directly
and terrible.
endanger the United States, our troops, our bases overseas.
Whoa, hold up. Speaking of bases overseas.
What you got?
Major black smoke is billowing from the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet HQ.
Oh, yeah, the Bahrain Navy base. Yeah, they can only get hit.
So that's the U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet HQ in Bahrain.
something got hit. So
throughout the world for 40.
So it's possible that this is like a show that the United States and Iran have like kind of agreed to change the phase of history right now, that they want to kind of eliminate the Iranian leadership of resistance, and then that would mean that the resistance militias in Iraq would be eliminated, the resistance in Lebanon would be eliminated, and then Iran would be like, okay, after this, Iran would be like, we've changed our ways, we're open to American investment, we're open to a partnership with American companies, and we are no longer a resistance-oriented government. We've stopped our missile program, and in order to do that, like, they have to make this show of a war. That's one theory, that this is all the show, and that the Iranian kind of deep state wants to eliminate their own hardliners and are going to betray their own hardliners and like use the United States and Israel to eliminate their own hardliners. That's one theory of what's going on. Now, we have to be skeptical when we look at these videos, because that's black smoke. What does that mean? That means it probably hit oil or fuel, right? That's what a constant billowing of black smoke. So that's not like killing people. That's not hitting a boat. That's not hitting a base. That's just hitting a giant fuel stockpile. That makes a big show, but is that really what you hit if you're trying to kill everybody? Not really. So we got to be skeptical. We got to see like how serious they are. Like, are they? But are they really trying to kill each other? Are they really trying to destroy the American presence in Iraq? Because that's what would be real if there's a real war. Oil facilities in Iraq, oil facilities in Saudi Arabia, like Strait of Hormuz, all these things would be in play. So like if they don't stop the Strait of Hormuz, then they're not really fighting for their lives. You know what I mean?
Yes, well, and that's what I was wondering about the intensity of the attacks that we saw in June from Iran. We haven't seen even remotely. I mean, maybe it's happening, but last time it was a pretty regular, delivery of that stuff back in July. It didn't take that long.
So Mark Levin is the president.
Yeah, Mark Levin is our president. Yes. He might as well be. I mean, our negotiator was Jared Kushner and some other real estate guy. Badir al-Busaidi, the Omani foreign official who was mediating between the United States and Iran before the attack, criticized Mr. Trump's decision to escalate. Active and serious negotiations have yet again been undermined, he said on social media. I urge the United States not to get sucked in further. This is not your war. On Friday, Ms. al-Busaidi had voiced optimism the deal is possible and said Iran had made meaningful concessions on a nuclear program. Mark Carney, Canada supports the United States, acting to prevent. All these pro-Israeli people love bombing Iran.
Bomb, 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 bomb,
bomb Iran. Bomb, 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 bomb Iran. I like how we get they make sure to drop in human interest stories about the reactions of Daniel Greenspan.
Well, it says his reaction was relief.
Was oddly really well, yeah.
Whoa, man! So is anybody in America
waiting for more? They're like impatient.
Oy vey! I've been waiting for a month.
Oh my god! This is like urgent update: Iran war. This random Jewish guy is happy it's happening. Next on newsfeed. Like, fuck you. I mean, literally, it's funny. I even skipped one earlier where it's just like in the city of Rehovot, south of Tel Aviv, an underground parking garage beneath a neighborhood Pilates studio became an unlikely shelter as Israelis sought refuge from. They're just there doing their Pilates. They're just like you and me. I'm glad they drop in these little humanizing stories to remind you who the victims are, the people who attacked. The Israeli military. has begun its overnight bombing campaign in Iran with a simultaneous assault on several sites in the capital, Tehran, including places where senior Iranian leaders were thought to be located. Previous attacks on Iran began in the dead of night, but the Israeli military said Saturday's strikes began in the morning hours in an attempt to preserve the element of surprise.
Ooh. By the way, Hezbollah said exactly when these attacks were going to happen.
No, dude, nobody saw it coming. Everybody was surprised.
No one expects this vanishing position. Okay, so what else was I going to say? Oh, yeah. You notice they're not putting anything here on these. Okay, live stream updates from New York Times, right? This is important stuff. This is it. Okay.
No, it's about how Israelis feel, yes.
Where is the mention of American soldiers dying?
That hasn't happened.
See, they make you think it hasn't happened. It has happened already. American soldiers have already died. It should be the main headlines. In a serious country, we would be concerned about American soldiers. That's what people should be worried about.
Here's the headline, John. The Qatari Ministry of Defense said in a statement it had successfully thwarted the third wave of attacks that targeted several areas in the country. Qatar is home to the how do you even pronounce this? Al Udeid?
Yeah, probably Udeid.
Udeid, okay.
Udeid, or maybe Udeid. So you see how they were attacking several parts of the country. We're just defending our sovereignty. They were only attacking the U.S. bases in that country, and there's only one main one. That's
Israel's air defenses seem to be handling the Iranian missile retaliation fairly well, at least so far. The Israeli military said Iran has fired several barrages, yet there have been no reports of anyone killed or serious damage. Not to laugh, but that's a lie. I mean, literally, they make it illegal to report who has been killed in Israel.
Wait, read this. Go. Look, they don't say who killed the kids. You see how they
Dozens of people were killed in a strike on girls' school in the city of Minab in Iran's Hormozgan province. The province sits upon the strategic Strait of Hormuz.
So it's like they were just killed in a strike, right?
They were killed in a strike, John.
Erica Solomon.
Erica Solomon wants you to know that they were killed in a strike in Iran. It's in this Iranian province, which is near the Strait of Hormuz, another Iranian landmark.
Mm-hmm.
So
it must have been Iran.
Probably so. If I had to guess.
In the middle of a geopolitical crisis, they take time to hit little girls with a intercontinental strike. Like this is so insane, dude.
Yeah, Hamas was under that girls' school, John.
Oh, that's right. Oh man, that's a good one.
French President Emmanuel Macron has said that a war between the United States, Israel, and Iran would have serious consequences. Wow. Guys, this is the first time hearing of this. It's going to have severe consequences for international peace and security. I had no idea.
Man.
Thank God we have these world leaders, the steady hand on the ship of state, right?
Yeah. So to translate what Emmanuel Macron just said, like, look, I can't really talk too much shit about the Americans. They got me by the balls, but this is a really fucking bad idea. That's basically
this is fucked, and it's not going to go well. Yeah.
That's actually what that was. That's what he's actually saying.
Yeah, that's what this stream's about, is not just monitoring the situation, but literally translating it from MSM doublespeak gobbledygook to reality.
So that
let's see what we have here.
Targeting Iran's supreme leader's compound, Ali Khamenei, who has been the leader of Iran since 1989. If you can imagine, he's the longest serving leader in the Middle East. His compound was targeted, and I think they probably wanted to lure the Iranian leadership into some bit of complacency and assuming that they would be home or in their offices during daylight hours. It also is a sign that they feel pretty confident that they control the air above Iran, and that the air defense systems are not as strong as they were last summer. They were targeting, one of the first strikes was targeting Iran's supreme leader's compound, Ali Khamenei.
No, she doesn't know anything about it. That anybody can hit anything with a small number of very high quality missiles. Both sides can do that.
This is apparently the moment it got hit.
I guess his home's back there. He wasn't there, so it's just an empty building.
Yeah,
But-
apparently he was not hurt.
Yeah, it's kind of a crazy video. Yeah, that the bombing kids specifically is possibly related to a satanic ritual.
All right, so I mean, what we've been waiting on is, or like warning about, is the Strait of Hormuz closing. Obviously, American bases getting hit, which obviously they have quite a bit. Khomeini being killed, and this becoming a much wider spread religious conflict. What else?
Yeah, oil interests is, potentially, our oil prices, our gas prices could skyrocket pretty much immediately. They intentionally do this as soon as the market closes Friday
Right.
evening. So this gives them a couple days to fool around and maybe make some plays, set up some shorts in the market, some bets in the market that they already know, so they can enrich themselves. And then also maybe gives it a couple days, maybe to slow down or settle down, so that the price of oil won't just go crazy from speculation. So like right now, if you were to check the prices of oil, that'd be interesting. Oh, that's cool. Whoa, that's a cool video. No, this is the one. Okay, so it's like an intercept.
Yeah, this is Qatar, so that's like the interceptor missile. Looks like it.
Dang. I'm sure they really don't regret working against their neighbors or imperial forces. I'm sure they think that was a good idea right now.
Yeah.
So they attacked the early warning radar in Qatar, which has a 5,000 kilometer range and is used to track missiles. So in the initial salvo here, both sides are going to be attacking the intelligence. That is crazy looking. So what that is a giant antenna.
Missile tracker.
Missile tracker, yes. That can shoot. Well, we're going to go to jail here.
Wait, not supposed to show that?
No, of course not, dude. Laura Luna will screenshot it.
Several major oil companies and fueling houses have suspended oil and food shipments through the Strait of Hormuz.
So that's very significant for the energy supply to Europe and to Asia. And so this is the main avenue that Asia gets its fuel from, as well as Europe. And so now China, this is indirectly very, very bad for China. So can you do me a favor, man? Can you pull up like Grok or something and ask Grok, like, what percentage or like how important is the Strait of Hormuz for China for fuel, for oil? And then you'll see, China is watching this and is in the background and could step in. And it just depends, how much they get hurt. And that will directly affect how much they step in.
I mean, that's the case for everything, right? For
half.
Russia, too.
Russia as well, yeah. Russia is not as dependent on the Strait of Hormuz.
But I mean, in terms of like, are they going to get involved? Like, they could easily feel the need to intervene at some point.
If they might do it like simultaneously with China, but China is the one here who is the real. People are basically thinking that this war against Iran is intentionally being initiated by the Trump regime to put pressure on China and Europe, because they've had this like ongoing war against the energy supply of Europe and China. And this is kind of like an escalation in that energy war against them. So it's saying here that roughly half of China's imports come through here. So this is super bad for China.
China is among the top destinations for oil flowing through the strait. In 2024, Asian markets received about 84% of the crude oil and condensate transiting Hormuz.
Yeah,
With 4 countries accounting for. Okay, so yeah.
This is so there's no chance that China's going to support this. China is going to want That's horrible. So this would undermine Chinese manufacturing and industrial output. And it's horrible for China. I mean, it is also horrible for the world in a certain degree because China is the central hub of manufacturing in the world at this point.
Let's see if there's anything new from the feelings and opinions of nothing there.
Yeah, maybe just take Telegram real quick and then I guess that's...
Yeah, let's see. Iran Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi spoke by phone to his counterparts in Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, and Iraq to brief them on the latest developments. Iranian media reported on Saturday. Araghchi described U.S. and Israeli strikes on Iran as a flagrant violation of the fundamental principles of the UN Charter and a clear crime against international peace and security.
Yeah. All right, bro. I think I got to go, but...
yeah, I do too. My kids are waking up.
All right, bro.
All right. God bless everybody. This is fucking horrible and stupid and retarded. And hopefully it's all a trick. Probably not, but, could be. Could be some sort of trick. I don't think it is, though. It's different this time, and U.S. military installations are being hit on the regular. So, all right. Thanks for joining us, everybody. This is fun. I think that's about it. Oh, shit. Okay. Now, I said that earlier. I said that it was weird that we haven't gotten the types of video that we got over the summer when Iran was bombing Israel. What we are getting now, which I have literally never seen before since Iraq 2006, is videos with American voices. So if you weren't here earlier, we saw an interceptor missile get shot and blow a drone out of the sky. And where one would typically hear Allahu Akbar being yelled, it was instead an American voice yelling, kaboom, kaboom. And it was kind of hilarious.
Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
It's a new phenomenon.
Bro. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's the American version of Allahu Akbar.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, my God.
Okay, so what was that? Was that the big thing we saw earlier?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
So that's new. That is something that we have not seen before, I say. How do I click on your thing? Isn't this what I'm on here? Yeah, that's where I'm at. I got you, Dan Byers. Echoing. Yeah, I'm echoing when I'm showing y'all the audio of the American gentleman being bombed. So again, that's like not a small thing. Like, unless I missed something, I don't know if I've ever seen a video being filmed by an American of being bombed. That is a first, which means that this is a different type of conflict. This is more what we're used to.
دخنة جديدة دخنة جديدة فوق البيت بحط لكم اليوم طاولة وشيات عواوي وشاي تعالوا قاعد دخنة جديدة
That is the Fifth Fleet being bombed repeatedly in Bahrain, which is our biggest naval base in the area, I believe, which is where it apparently Iran just targeted our ballistic missile identification radar. Explain the English voices from U.S. military bases. Well, I've watched a lot of combat videos of missiles landing places and people in combat in the Middle East over the last 3 years, and I cannot think of a single video in which the person filming has an English accent and is speaking English. I've seen videos of Marines being attacked, but like back in Iraq, like since 2023, I've seen a lot of videos of Middle Eastern guys, but seeing video filmed with American voices is new for this. Another wave of launches towards Israel, apparently. Right? Am I wrong? C.S. O'Brien for the $10. Thank you for the early coverage of this madness. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it on Rumble there. Whatever they call them, Rumble rants. I still think, I don't think I can get super chats on YouTube yet. I need to figure that out. So this one, we have round 2 happening now. As I've said, it's been coming for a while. Here's what's actually going on with the U.S. Israel Iran tit for tat. This is geopolitics. It's like Age of Empire. Iran gets to destroy empty U.S. bases and weaken Israel's military/security apparatus. Okay, I'm not sure these. I don't think they're empty. I mean, that guy just filmed a missile land right next to him. By the way, Israel's Wing of Zion plane is exiting Israel and heading to a secure location, which is one of their VIP planes. Dubai International Airport has been paralyzed. Flights have been suspended indefinitely, and we've seen Dubai get hit with bombs, smoke billowing up. This is what I was wondering if this is maybe what the guy saw get destroyed, but that looks like a different. Well, I don't know, but so it's a belief that Benjamin Netanyahu is flying out of the country. Because of course he is. Just like Churchill, right? Let's see. Right now I'm about to quit. Somebody super chats me. U.S. wants to get rid of its presence in the Gulf, so the bases in the GCC are going to be hit or have already been hit. This is after the U.S. announced it's leaving Syria and Iraq, by the way. Narrative to make Iran formally, publicly ditch the Axis and IRGC hardliners, the force that Pezeshkian represents, will bring him to the forefront. Netanyahu's victory narrative is forming. The Gaza genocide is officially being taken off the table. Israel's main function of being a colonial enterprise is being deliberately weakened. Economic targets in Israel are going to be hit. Hezbollah was told to stand down, which is important. Okay, I'd heard differently. I heard Hezbollah was planning on getting involved. Why would they not? I don't know. This seems different for me. The fact they destroyed al-Khamenei's entire house and Trump is just like, we're killing him, we're trying to kill him, and we're going to kill him. That feels very different. The fact that American bases are being hit hard feels very different. Israeli occupation forces fired tear gas towards Palestinians. Like ever since October 7th, 2023, I feel like I've been waiting for like the big one, right? And for a while it was like, why is this not? This feels like it should be the big one, and it's not the big one. Like, why aren't Iran and Hezbollah getting involved? And they just never did. Feels like this is the big one. It feels like, why wouldn't you get involved if you were Hezbollah? Like, why the fuck would you not get involved at this point? Apparently the Houthis are also getting involved. The Iranian Ministry of Intelligence building in Tehran just got lit up. So again, we're reminiscent of the 12-day war here. Houthis were on standby from GCC instructions to hit ships / U.S. Israeli ships in the Red Sea. Translation, keep Israel on target and we don't need to use the proxies to contain this theater. Minimal or even no U.S. casualties despite Trump's careless rhetoric. I think there's going to, I think there's going to be American casualties, y'all. I think there already have been. I don't have any full reports, but we've seen a lot of American bases get hit. And this is very, very similar to how this went in the 12-Day War. It started off similar, in a similar vein to this, although it was just Israel for a while. But then the counterattack came. Oil tankers avoiding vital Hormuz Strait after U.S. bombs Iran. So hitting an aircraft carrier, major danger. Hitting American bases to a huge degree, extremely dangerous. Yeah, I'm going to have to go soon. Killing Khomeini could make this spiral out of control extremely quickly. None of these things have happened so far, but we'll see. Nick Fuentes, I told you so. God damn it. God damn it. Hearing the sound of explosion inside Bahrain. So a lot of the videos that we're getting are from outside the base, but you can see the explosions or the smoke. So I think this guy's wrong. I don't know who this is, but I don't think that guy's right. I think he's got a wrong, an incorrect interpretation of what's happening here. All right. Air Force tanker seen over Syria, dragging F-16s to conduct air flights over Iran. All this power, all the glory and resources of America going towards bombing the fucking desert for the Israelis. All right. All right. Well, we'll see. I mean, kind of the saddest part about all this is that, for sure, I repeatedly said that if it was going to happen, it would happen late on a Friday to avoid the news cycle and the market effects. And it's just like, seems like war should be above such concerns, doesn't it? Doesn't it seem like if we're going to war with Iran, should be about something more important than like, oh, but we got to make sure the market doesn't dip too much. But okay. The most extensive strikes hit Tehran, including a district housing the office and residence of Ayatollah Khomeini. According to Iranian state media, at least 7 missiles were fired at that area. The strikes also targeted key sites, including ministries, bases, and the homes of senior officials. Beyond the capital, Israel and the United States struck areas in Isfahan, Ilam, Loristan, Kermanshah, Karaj, and Tabriz. Iranian state media said the country's top leadership remains safe. Reports of explosions heard over Abu Dhabi and Dubai. I think this is different, guys. I think this is different. I think this is very different than other shit that we've seen before. I'm trying to click on some of these links that Gropenstein is sending, but I don't know what sirens over Haifa and Jerusalem now. Yeah, well, they launched a little while ago, so they should be landing fairly soon. So these are all from Tehran. All right, well, it's starting now, and even the most optimistic guesses is that this will last for days, if not weeks, if not months. So moment the U.S. base in Bahrain was hit, in Bahrain was, yeah. Wow. That was wild. All right, so it was already hit. Something was already hit, and that's the black smoke fuel cells of some sort. Whoa, so that got hit with like a really slow-moving drone. I know I'm echoing, don't tell me. All right, that's pretty crazy. So that was probably a $2,000 drone. That was not a multi-million-dollar hypersonic missile. That was a slow-flying drone. Attempted missile strike on the air defense systems at the U.S. consulate in Erbil. So these are small, man. These are not Iran's heavy weapons. That is for damn sure. I mean, that was like nothing. That is like a little piddly. Like, what is this? Another wave of Iranian missiles towards Israel. All right, my kids are waking up. I'm gonna go play with them. No carriers hit is what Harrison said a minute ago. I have not seen anything to suggest that. I mean, I've seen people saying that it had been targeted, but I haven't seen it. All right, so this fucking sucks. Fuck Israel. Fuck Trump. And there you go. That's all I gotta say. It just fucking sucks. So see ya.